Oh. Let's get this party started. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Hookster Talks with me and Mr. TB the Bear. I'd like to say a special thanks to Will F1. Is he in the chat? No, he's not. Special thanks to Will F1 who sent me a message on YouTube, I think it was. Yeah, it was on YouTube. And he says, Dave, you're 55 years old. You should have stopped playing with the bear 45 years ago. That was savage, but also entirely true. So what can I say? What can I say? But yes, there you go. There you go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Let me just do a few bits of housekeeping here. There we go. Do that. Put that over there and put that over there. Right, there we go. Hello, Mr. Plynal Plessy. Welcome to the stream. He says, congratulations to Max Verstappen on winning the Canadian Grand Prix. Yes, indeedy. Congratulations to Lando Norris for winning the Canadian... Oh, steady, steady. Yes, we will see. We will see, won't we? Hello, Mr. Alex Nahid. Holy moly. I used to... Oh, hey, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to enjoy this one. Holy moly, I used to watch your F1 all seasons career back when you were still on the PS2 games. Nice seeing you're still on YouTube, lad. Well, thank you. Yes, I'm still here. Yes, when I started the all seasons, I was only 23 years old. And, well, what can I say? The years have not been kind, but... YouTube just randomly recommended me this stream. What a dose of nostalgia I just got. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, welcome along. We are back, and I got some even more bad news for you. I'm still doing the all seasons. Yes, it's coming up to its 6th birthday on the when is it? I think it's June, July. I have to look that up actually. But yeah, it's coming up to its 6th birthday. So yes, 6 years, almost coming up to its 500th episode as well. We're on 453, is it? Something like that. Anyway, so yes, welcome along and. Well done for sticking with me this long. Hello, Jamie. Welcome to see. He says, yes, Dave. I know, Dave. You're live, Dave. Jamie hates it because, unfortunately, when I do a lot of the links to this live broadcast, a lot of them Jamie is linked to through me as well. So he doesn't just get one notification from me, he gets about 5 because of all the different like chats we're in and stuff like that. So yes, he loves it every Thursday. Yes, it's like his alarm clock. He's like, whoa, what's that? What's going on? No, it's just me as always. Hello, Mr. Will F1 Gaming. Welcome to the stream. He says, good evening, Hookster. Good evening. Blah, welcome to the stream. He says the new cars are still too big. They are a little bit too big, but I have to say, I'm going to call it now. I'm very, very happy to how they look. They are a little bit too big, I do admit, but I'm very, very happy with the design, the shape of them, and I'll talk about that later on. Did you know he's live, Jamie? Did you? Yes, everyone knows. Looking like you've dipped your chin in a paint pot a bit, mate. Yes, we're going very white these days, very, very quickly. Have you noticed that? Yes, very white, very, very quickly. That must be because I'm getting on a bit. Yes, getting on a bit. I'm still only the same age as Jason Statham, don't you know? Yes, me and Jason, yes. We're the same age, yes. I think Jason looks a hell of a lot better than me. I have to get some of that, what's it called? The dye you use to dye your beard, isn't it? I don't know. Or maybe I should just shave it, because once my beard is shaved, I look like a little cherub. I look like I'm like 24 years old, I do. Yes, every time then it goes back and I look like an old geezer again. Dipped your chin in the paper on me. Oh dear. Bra says you still play with other things too. Yes indeed. Yes indeed I do. Plano Plessy says, did you know that the Canadian Grand Prix trophy is being AI generated? Embarrassing. Yes, it is embarrassing, I have to say. Some parts of AI I do enjoy. Like if anyone's currently watching my All Seasons, the AI voices I'm using, I'm very much enjoying creating those voices every week. It's quite a lot of fun. That's okay to do because, it's just a little bit of fun for the start of a video. But some of the things about AI I find very, very annoying. Some of them are where they get famous people and they manipulate them and get them to say things and it's clearly not them. I don't like that at all because, sooner or later something very bad is going to happen from that. But anyway, yeah, it's just too much AI. Too much AI. Alex Nahid says 6 years. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. 6 years of the All Seasons. When did I start that? It's going to annoy me now. I think it was September. Something like that anyway. F1 2004 stream incoming. Yes. Yes. The first game I started was F1 2004. Which was basically the first game that had a sort of proper career mode. There was that F1 challenge by EA, but we won't talk about that one. And there was an old F1 World Grand Prix on the PS1 that sort of had a career mode in it, but it was very basic, so I didn't bother with those two. I just went straight to the good stuff. Well, I say the good stuff. F104's career mode is absolutely abysmal, but, you get my idea. Bois says nearly 10 years of the channel. Yes, now I do remember the date for that. That is the 6th of September 2014 is when I uploaded my first video. My first video was, of course, F1 97 because long-term fans of the channel will know that my adoration for F1 97 is unbounded. I just absolutely love that game. That's my first one on the channel. And that's almost 10 years ago in the 6th of September of this year. 10 years on YouTube. I have to say, it feels like 20. No, I have to say, it doesn't feel like 10 years. It really doesn't. It feels more like about... Oh, my chair's gone. My chair's gone. Fuck's sake. Hang on. Hang on, everyone. Put that back in there. I can't control it. No, it's an uncontrollable chair. Yeah. It's got a little locking switch and then it'll just unlock itself for no reason. But I've got no control over it. No. Anyway... Yeah, so 10 years in September, but I have to say it doesn't feel like 10 years. It feels like 6. It really does. It doesn't feel like 10 years. But the timestamps cannot lie, and it has been 10 years this September since we launched the F1 Games PlayStation channel. If anyone doesn't know, the channel was launched basically because I started watching some gaming vids. Alex Zaffro, if anyone remembers him, back in the day, used to do gaming vids on old video games, old F1 games. I started watching his and I thought, you know what, that's a good idea. I might start doing that myself. So that's basically how the channel was created. Because I noticed a lot of the F1 YouTubers at the time, although there wasn't a lot of them around, basically stuck to the current game that was out at that time. And they didn't seem to go back to the older ones. So I thought, I'm going to change that. So, of course, my first video was F1 97. Bra says, wait a minute. I think a few specials are needed to milk the occasion. Yes, I do believe a few specials are needed to milk the occasion. I agree with you. Shame the race isn't being AI generated. Might actually be interesting then. Yes. Well, if it was anything like that AI generated race of a few weeks ago, if anyone saw that, I don't think it would be very interesting. No. Because those AI can't drive for shit. They cannot drive for shit, those AI, can they? Oh my God. That was a disaster. Absolute disaster. Apart from the fact, how many cars was there in it? About 6, wasn't it? Which is, not a very good showcase. They could have at least had a field of 12 or something, for God's sake. But it was just a disaster. Absolute disaster. Hopefully they'll abandon that idea. Because we don't want to see AI drivers going around in Formula 1 in 10 years' time, do we? No. It needs the human element. It needs drivers behind the wheel. We don't need AI drivers. No, thank you. Go away. Actually, today is the All Seasons 7th anniversary. Is it today? Is it today? Oh my God! Hang on, I gotta go. Looky at this. Let me go looky at this. I had no idea. Is it actually today? Let's have a look. Playlists. All Seasons clear mode. Oh, sorry if I just drowned out your eardrums there. Oh my bloody good God. Oh my God. Mr. Who was it? Let me get rid of that a minute. It was Mr. Plynell Plessy. Mr. Plynell Plessy clearly knows more about my channel than I do. But yes, he is absolutely right. Here it is from the playlist. The All Seasons, episode 1. It's got 6,083 views now, episode 1. Lots of people still watch the first episode. Very, very weird, because the quality of the first episode was pretty bad, has to be said. Pretty bad. The microphone was well off, and the actual quality, but it was the best that I could do, because obviously I was showcasing a very old game. But yes, there it is. June the 6th, 2017. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yes, today is the All Seasons birthday. I should have had that as the bloody thumbnail title. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Yes. 7 years ago. Oh my God. That's unbelievable. I honestly can't believe it. I'm lost for words. I thought it was only 6. It's 7 years ago. And here's the other thing that I'm very proud of. Apart from a couple of times, due to ill health, but I think I did manage to catch up with those episodes. I don't think I've ever missed, like a Sunday. It's been very consistent in the Sunday video uploads. I say I've missed a few because of ill health, but I think I managed to catch up with those in the end. But yeah, if you look at the uploads on Sundays, they're pretty consistent, and they've been pretty consistent for the past 7 years. 7 years. I'm getting all emotional now, guys. I'm getting all emotional. Yeah, I'm getting all emotional, but I can't believe it. 7 years. 7 years. Wow. 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 Anyway, thanks for that, Plynell Plessy, because I'll say I absolutely no idea. Now, where's the bit where it tells you about that? I don't know. I can't find it. There is somewhere it tells you. I can't remember where that is. But somewhere it tells you the actual views for the whole of the playlist of all the All Seasons, which is all the way down there. It gives you the whole views for the whole playlist, and I noticed it about 6 months ago, and we were getting very close to 100,000 views for the whole playlist, which is remarkable. It really is, for such a small channel like myself to be nearly on 100. That's just for the playlist. That's not, for the videos individually. For the whole of the playlist, we're almost 100,000 views, but I can't find the bit where it tells you how many. I think YouTube have moved it again because they just love to move everything around. But yeah, so let's have a look at some of the comments then, and see if the people are still around that from 7 years ago. Oh look, first comment is the Moaning Yorkshireman. God, just watching this back for the first time in ages. You sound so different. The new mic really helped with the video quality. Yes, it did. Yes. Bruno offered. Oh, he says, love it. That was only 10 months ago. Well done, Bruno. Yes. Mr. Leowatt. Now, he is still a fan of the show because he sends me messages now. Yes, now. He's still a fan of the show. So well done. And look at this, everyone. Matt212 YouTube sent me a message on the first episode. That's when we used to still speak to each other. Yes, now 7 years ago, Matt212 didn't have many subscribers. No. He had a lot more than me, obviously, because everyone's got a lot more than me, but he didn't have that many, and so he commented on, can't wait for all 2,000 episodes, mate. 2,000. Well, we haven't quite done that yet. Hopefully it won't reach 2,000 episodes, because if you work that out on a weekly basis on a Sunday, that's going to be horrendous. Yes, I'll be about 90 by the time I finished. But we are definitely going to reach 500 episodes. Definitely, because we've only got another 47 or something like that to go. So we'll definitely make 500. Past that, I've no idea. Like anything in life, eventually it's got to stop, and it will stop eventually. But at the moment, we're carrying on. I'm already 3/4 of the way recording the 2023 all seasons. So, it will continue still. But as I say, it's got to stop at some point. It may stop at 24. 24 might be the last one. We will see. We will see. Jan Sankif Gaming. Yes, he's still a fan as well. Wowzers. All these people. Oh, look. Who's this? Oh, wait. He was only 11 months ago. We don't include him then, do we? I am Patriot. Still a fan of the show. Mr. Hill Race Driver. I haven't heard from him for a while, but I hear he's still about. So there you go. Look at that. First episode was 7 years ago today. I should have got a cake, shouldn't I? I should have got a birthday cake for it. I just completely did not realise 7 years today. What a commitment. You get less time for burglary, You get less time for burglary. Jesus. 7 years. All right, Dave, stop going on now. Stop going on. That's enough. That's enough. Oh, let's go back to the comments. Alex Ney says, yeah, just checked. It's 7 years. Exactly 7 years ago today was the first episode. F1 World Grand Prix where you need a super license. Yes, with Tiffany Dell. Yes. I'm not a native English speaker, and lots of F1 YouTubers, including you, basically taught me English without spending a dime. So I got to thank you there. Well, if you learned English from me, then you get a big clap from me, because a lot of people can't understand what I'm saying. Yes. In fact, there's a certain American called Mr. Joseph David Plumpot, yes, who is in our Elite Racing League, who every time I start to speak in what I call a fast voice, and I usually speak fast when I'm getting emotional or I really want to put a point across very, very, he starts going on about, I can't understand what you're saying. It's all bullshit, really, all bullshit from the plant pot, because he can understand, he just doesn't want to listen. But yeah, so when I talk fast, sometimes people can't understand me like then. But if you've managed to learn English from me, then congratulations, really. For our commentator, 7 years of this crap. Have you just put that on my YouTube, you little sponge? Have you just put that on? Hang on. I bet he has, because it's just come out in my notifications. Have you just put that on my YouTube? Hang on, let's do newest first. Oh, look. 7 years of this crap. Oh, hang on. I'm hiding it. 7 years of this crap. Yeah, I'm going to reply live. And 14 more years. Still left to go. There you go, look at that. Live reply. And 14 more years still left to go. There you go. Fantastic. Now, Tommy, 10 months ago, I did reply to this. He says, I played this. It's just impossible. Yes, I agree. It is impossible. This actual 2004 career mode is a little bit of an anomaly, if I've said that word right, because I have tried to replicate it again 3 times, and I can't do it. I keep getting kicked out. So what I achieved on YouTube, I don't know whether it was, just because the planets were aligned in the right direction at the time, I don't know, but I can't replicate it. I cannot do it. If I came back and said to myself, I'm gonna revamp the F1 all season, I'm not going to do that, don't worry. But if I come back and I'm going to redo it again, I tell you, I couldn't do it. I've tried 3 times. I just keep getting kicked out. So it's very, very weird how that worked out. Everything just must have been I did get a few tips, though, from people in the comments. So that probably could have helped me to actually win it. But yes, if anyone's ever played it, it's absolutely impossible. It really is. Because I think basically it was a bit like the current F1 games. They didn't finish it before they released it. So it was more like a sort of a beta test career mode. And so they decided, I think, in their wisdom, let's just make it really hard. And then hopefully no one will be able to finish it. And they won't be able to moan at us because, bits aren't working how they should be. I mean, there was no pit stops in the actual career mode, which was a bit of a daft idea. It was just 12 laps of any circuit. And that was it. But there was no pit stop, so there was no sort of, no strategy in any of the races whatsoever. And so that was very, very weird. But the actual difficulty was set on to insane level. When you've got your difficulty slider in these games and it's like easy, medium, hard or super hard. Well, this one was set at insane because that's what it was. It was insane. You couldn't get a good qualifying position because the difficulty was so hard, so you usually ended up starting at the back, and the only thing you could do off the line was absolutely muller your way as far through the cars as you could do to get up into the highest position that you could get to, and just hold the cars behind you. But wherever you ended up, so say you started at the back and you ended up in 11th, that was pretty much where you were going to finish. You weren't going to get any higher than that because the cars in front of you just cleared off in the distance. But as long as you could hold the cars back behind you, then you could continue, going for the career mode. It was a very harsh career mode as well. I think you could allow 2 mistakes, and the third one, you were kicked out of the team, and you were busted down to be a test driver, and you had to spend the whole of that season as a test. You can imagine the F1 games doing that now, couldn't you? The whole of the season as a test driver. Then you had to work your way back into Formula 1 again. Oh my God, it was just rock hard. Thankfully they changed that for F105, but the wrong direction. They made that way too easy. So yeah, but thankfully for 06 they did finally get the balance just about right. But yeah, that was an insane career mode. That's basically why I started it first, because it was so bloody difficult. So there you go. 7 years today. All hail the all seasons. Yes, TB's watched every one, haven't you, TB? What do you mean, no? You're a fan of the all seasons, aren't you? Bloody bears. Bloody bears. Can't trust them. Can't trust them. He told me he watched every single episode. Every single episode. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Right. Let's make myself bigger. That's what she said. Yes, right. Let's get rid of that. The quality of the game was worse. Yes, it was. Hello, Laurie Ross. I can't say your second name. Perhaps you could phonetically spell it for me and then I'll be able to say it properly. But hello, Laurie. Welcome to the stream. Happy 7-year anniversary. Yes, thank you. I'd a complete surprise. Complete surprise. I know the channel was created on the 6th of September 2014, so I know that one, but I had no idea it was 7 years old today. Bois says, just wait until it's 17 years. You'll probably be dead by then. Yes. Thank you very much. You're probably right. You're probably right. Yeah. Refresh it. No, I haven't. Oh, don't worry. I adapted. And hey, now that I can understand you, I can understand anything. That's true. That's true. If you can understand me, then you can understand anything. Absolutely. It's lying. The appalling handling didn't help either. More understeer than a cruise ship. Yes, that's true. That's true. It was bad on F104, I must admit. It was really, really bad. As I say, I just haven't been able to replicate it. I really haven't. I've tried 3 times. I just can't do it. Can't do it. So what I've put on YouTube is a one-off event. One-off event. So go check it out if you haven't done already. Hello, Scott. Welcome to the stream. Wow. Hi, Dave. Haven't been here for a while. Yes, I noticed. Yeah, you've still been about, though, because I've seen you in my comments. I done an F104 career mode starting with Toyota and went to Williams in season 2. Nice. Very nice indeedy. Right, what did I put on my thumbnail? I can't remember now. Let me go back and see. Oh, yes, that's right. Right, so the first thing, I'm really excited about this, actually. Really excited about this. The F1 26 regulations have been announced finally. There is a video about it as well, so if you want to go check that out, please feel free to do so. I can't obviously show it to you because I'll probably get a copyright strike, so there you go. But yes, here is the bullet points from the F1 26 regulation changes. So we have active aero. I've talked about this in a stream before about the active front wings for aerodynamics, so we will see how that works. Now, finally, yes, after nearly God knows how many years of me saying get rid of it, no DRS, it's gone from 2026, it's gone, thank God. But new manual override mode. Now, I have been reading about this in the past, and it's basically an extra sort of turbo boost for the engine that they've discovered. And what happens is you've always got the ERS, but this is like an extra boost down the straights as well. So it's basically like a push to pass system in all but name. But yes, and so it'll allow you to overtake. So even though the DRS is going to be gone, there is still going to be a system in place to help a car behind overtake the car in front. So I don't want everyone to think that, you know, that means that F1's taken a step 20 years backwards. They haven't done that. There's still going to be a system in place, but it won't involve DRS. So there'll be no opening of the rear wing for extra speed down the straights. It will be done purely by the driver themselves with a manual sort of turbo boost button. It's going to be a bit like Knight Rider, yes. Oh, Michael! Yes, it's going to be a bit like that. Going to basically, when they get up to the car behind, they just hit turbo boost and the car will just go over the top of the other one. That's how they're going to pass now. Yes, in F120. To make it more exciting, yeah, it's just going to jump over the car in front. Yes, that's what's going to happen. And it's going to land perfectly. Yes, perfectly. Even though the 1 second shot you see before it lands, it's about to crumple into a big heap of metal. But then suddenly it lands perfectly. That's exactly what's going to happen. No, not really. Not really. But yes. So it's going to have an extra turbo boost that they'll be able to hit to pass the car. So I say it's basically just a change from a DRS wing to a engine system of overtaking. So it's still going to be there, but not DRS. But I don't care. DRS is going to be gone. That's all I'm worried about. I've been saying for years, just get rid of it because I hate it. I hate it. I really do. I hate it. Even worse in the F1 games. If anyone plays the F1, well, most of you probably listening to this play the F1 games. But yeah, it's just horrible that you're going along and you just get absolutely mullered by the car behind you, and you've got no defence. That's what I hate. You've got no defence, and so now DRS is gone. There's going to be narrower tyres as well, which is good news. Good news. A narrower front wing. Yes, finally, a narrower front wing. Now, let me see if I can have a look at the car here, because just before I continue, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. There. Oh, what's the headline here? Hamilton unconvinced by new F1 rules for 20... Oh, Lulu! Lulu doesn't like it, everyone. Lulu doesn't like the car. It's not me. It's the car. Well, if I was thinking about anyone that was going to complain about the new cars, it was going to be Lulu. Yes, Lulu. Anyway. Who cares about him? He's all washed up. No, I actually like the design of the car. It looks meaty, it looks chunky. I like it, and it's sort of going back to the old days. But the thing I like the most about the car is the front wing. Anyone who's been listening to my streams in the past will know I absolutely hate that the two end fences coming up. It looks so gimmicky. It just looks like something out of a bloody space age movie. I said at the time, I don't know why they've done it. It doesn't really serve any purpose except to make the car look a bit edgy and aggressive and woo, look at me. But to actually, it's just, and as you can see, they've got rid of that now. And I much prefer this sort of front bit here, where it's actually sort of inset further into the front wheels. That looks just so much better than those stupid bits right at the edge. You can see, I mean, it's still there, but it's been pushed all the way in now to the inside of the front wheel, as you can see. So there'll be like a gap there and a gap there. I much prefer that. The other version that we got now just reminds me too much of Jack Villeneuve's Racing Challenge. Yes. And I still can't get over the nightmares of that. So there you can see the rear wing, and you can see now how skinny that rear wing is, because of course the DRS element has been removed from it because it's not going to be in 2026. So you can see now how much more skinny that rear wing is. But no, I just like it. I just like it. Now, of course, also some of the let's go back to my thing here. No more wheel arches, but reduced ground effect due to partially flat floor. So it's not the ground effect is still there, but it has been reduced. Now that to me sort of smacks of the FIA thinking to themselves, the ground effect hasn't been as successful as we thought it was going to be, especially since 2022 when these cars came in. I mean, there was a lot of hype about the ground effect. For the first year, of course, in 2022, all we heard in every commentary was porpoising. Thankfully, that word has now been erased from the English language because I hate it now, porpoising, because that's all the season was about, was porpoising. They eventually got that sorted out. But it looks like the fact that they've reduced the ground effect, that obviously it hasn't worked out as well as they thought it was going to. We've got a 3-element now rear wing. The lower beam wing has been removed, and the end plates, which is what I've just been talking about on the front wing, have been simplified. As I say, just look at that picture. I think that looks hell of a lot better. Hell of a lot better than the cartoon. Oh, hang on. Sorry, my Viagra timer going off. But the sort of cartoony front end of the wing was just horrible. But I just like that. I like that. I like that. That looks damn sexy, I have to say. Could do with being a little bit smaller, I have to say, a little bit smaller. But apart from that, I approve. Now, here's the worst bit. Downforce has been reduced by 30%. That's a hell of a lot. And drag by 55%. The cars will be 30 kilograms lighter, 200 millimeters shorter, and 100 millimeters narrower. Yes. Now, if you're a man, then 200 millimeters is that much. But if you're a woman, she'd say 200 millimeters is that much. But anyway, jokes aside, I am pretty excited for the car. Can I? No, I can't. But as I say, I do like. Now, of course, what everyone's saying is that we're finally at the moment starting to get into a competitive field. We're going to see how the rest of the year pans out, but it looks like Max Verstappen could end up with a little bit of competition by the end of the year. And of course, the problem is when these regulation changes come into effect, it could press the reset button again and we could end up with one team dominating, because it seems to be that after a few years of new regulations, teams start to catch up with each other. But now, of course, we're going to get another big reset in 2026. So, yes, that sort of does concern me a little bit. But the actual look of the cars, I love. Now, the best thing about these new car regulations being announced is, and this is a personal message now to Codemasters. I know you're watching. No, not really. But here is a personal message to Codemasters. Here's the regulations for the 2026 cars, okay? Here's what you do with your F1 game right now. Keep F1 24, keep improving it, get it up to a lot better standard than it is now. For next year, F1 2025, just update the liveries, do a few improvements, nothing too major. Still using basically all the elements of F1 24. Sell it. I know you've got to make money, so sell it for the old price that we used to pay for video games, £40. £40. And you could even market it as that, oh yes, back to the old days price of 40. Sell it for that, because people will still buy it at that price. Okay, but seriously, don't spend the whole of 2025 like you're going to spend the whole of 2024 sorting out bugs and glitches and patches. Get this game sorted to a standard and then just copy paste it for next year. Nobody's going to worry about that. And then when you do that, that gives you from pretty much October of this year until 2026 when the game comes out to completely redesign and finally get us a new game engine, which we've been crying out for the last God knows. This is the perfect opportunity now, because you've got to change the complete design of all the cars. All the work that you've put in over the past 10 years that Lee Maffer keeps saying, that's why we keep the same game engine, because it's just evolution every single year. That's all going to go out the window in 2026. That's all. You're going to have to start again from scratch. So why not start now and get a good handle on the 2026 game? That's what you need to do. Come out with a new game engine for 2026. Use the other team that you've got, because there's 2 teams working on the games. Use the other team and use them right now and work them all the way through until 2026 and the next games. And keep the team that you've got now to carry on with F1 24 and carry on with F1 25, as I say. Just copy paste the liveries, few improvements, sell it for 40 quid. It'll still sell. People will still buy it. And as I say, you've then got the opportunity to get it sorted for 2026. This is what you did, don't forget, when you bought the F1 license. You didn't have enough time to bring out a game, F1 2009. So you farmed it out to someone else to make 2 very, very quick games, of course, on the Wii and the PSP, because they were very, very quick to make for, while you spent the extra development time working on F1 2010. And when F1 2010 came out, it was damn near perfect. Yes, damn near perfect. I don't think anyone will disagree, yeah? How many patches did F1 2010 need? I'm pretty sure it was 1 patch. 1 patch, I do believe. Maybe 2, maybe just 1 patch. And that game was perfect. Why? Because you spent extra time on developing it. And that's exactly what you want to do now. Just go away, start building this 2026 engine, because you've got to have new cars now, because I say it's done and you've got it in black and white. So start now. They won't listen. They won't. We'll have 2025 again. Completely rebuilt from scratch. 2025 will be, and then 2026 will just it'll be a disaster. But an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. But there you go. Anyway, while I'm here, I just want to, because I didn't know this was, from Andrew Benson at BBC Sport. And it's Lewis Hamilton. I didn't even think I was going to read this out, but I've just come across it. Lewis Hamilton has questioned whether Formula One's new rules are the right direction, but said the new engines are a bold step. Governing body the FIA has revealed plans for the cars to be smaller, nimbler and more environmentally friendly from 2026. Cars will be 30 kilograms lighter, 10 centimetres narrower, and have engines with a near 50-50 split between electric and internal combustion power, and use fully sustainable fuels. Hamilton, who has previously called for the cars to be made lighter, said it's only 30 kilograms, so it's going in the right direction, but they're still heavy. I have spoken to some drivers who have driven it on the simulator. I haven't, and they said it's pretty slow, so we'll see if it's the right direction or not. Yes, now, unfortunately, because they're losing an engine part, which I believe is the MGU-H, the heat thing, the actual horsepower is greatly reduced. And so that's going to affect fastest speeds as well. And it could even be, so they say, down by 5 seconds. Yes, you read that right. 5 seconds a lap. Now, obviously, the engineers, if that does happen, will get that pretty much to 2 seconds a lap very, very quickly. Possibly by about the end of the 2026 season, it'll be down to 2 seconds. But if it starts the season, they could be 5 seconds a lap slower. Yes, 5 seconds a lap slower. Now, that's nothing to be alarmed about, because that has happened in Formula One before. We've had regulation changes where the cars have been significantly slower. So, I don't think they've been 5 seconds, but I remember years where they've been 3 seconds a lap slower, definitely. So it's not really that much of a big change to suddenly come from a reg change to have the cars a hell of a lot slower during the laps. That's what happened, you see. As the development period continues, the cars just get faster and faster and faster every year. It's only, could be 1, 2, 3 kilometres, but they definitely get faster every single year. So, eventually we'd end up with cars going around at 260, 270 miles an hour, which for safety concerns and, people at the circuit would be a disaster, because that is way too fast. I mean, they already top out at about 215 already. So, as I say, if it continues, then they will just get faster and faster and faster. So I'm not too concerned about the 5 seconds a lap slower, because as I say, it's been done loads of times before during regulation changes. But in terms of sustainability, particularly on the power unit side, it's a really bold step and it's going in the right direction. We just have to make sure the cars are efficient, fast, and a step forwards, and actually racing is improved. The FIA described the concept of the heart of the 2026 rules as a nimble car. Active aerodynamics will be used to optimise the use of the new engines. Cars will have front and rear wings that open on the straights to reduce drag and increase speed, but then close to increase downforce for cornering performance. So the wings are still going to open. They're going to have front and rear wings that are going to open, but nothing like the way that they did with the DRS. You're not going to have the whole of the rear wing is suddenly going to open. This is obviously an element in the wing structure itself, which is going to just open. And probably if you look at it on the TV, you probably won't even be able to see this element opening, because it's going to be, on the front wing, obviously. I'm just trying to see whether you can see what element that's going to open. Now, on the rear wing, I would say, just looking at it, that little tiny element at the bottom there is probably the one that's going to open. Probably that one. But of course, this is not going to be like a DRS open. As it says, it's going to be an active, so it could open, at any point on the circuit. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think any of that's going to be controlled by the driver. It'll probably be electronically controlled. So I think that would probably be the element that opens on the rear wing there, that bit right at the bottom. But I say it's going to be tiny little openings as opposed to the DRS where the whole of the, especially like the current cars, the whole of the bloody wing opens up, doesn't it? That's not going to happen. And on the front wing, it's also going to have active aero. That could be one of these elements here that could just, it could just tilt a tiny little bit. I'm not quite sure. We'd have to wait and see exactly how that system works. But yeah, that's what I'm guessing. One of the elements there is going to sort of just tip forward. But that's what I'm saying. It's going to be only tiny little bits that you're going to see as opposed to the DRS. But an active front wing as well. That's going to be exciting and a little bit concerning, as I've said, because if you now damage that front wing, does that mean you're definitely going to have to come in for a new wing because you're going to lose so much aero that it's going to be impossible to continue? That's my only concern. So that you'd have to come in 9 times out of 10 now. If you watch during the races and they lose that side end fence panel there, they just carry on going, don't they? They just carry on going. It's like, nope, it's fine. And I don't get the wing changed. But if this is active aero and you're going to damage something in the front there, you may have to come in. Otherwise, you'd lose, so much performance. But we will see what happens with that. So anyway, anything else from Lulu? Cars will have front and rear wings. It's only open on the straights. Okay. To reduce drag and increase speed, but then close to increase downforce for cornering performance. So it's going to work similar to DRS, but I'm pretty sure that won't be controlled by the drivers. That'll just be automatic. And overtaking will be facilitated by a power boost system for a car for another. This is instead of the current DRS drag reduction system overtaking aid. Yeah. So in other words, you've got a power boost system. DRS is gone. So yes, that system of the wings opening and closing won't be controlled by the driver because the driver's got their own power boost system. So you're not gonna have power boost and a system where you can open and close the front wings yourself. That would be way too much and way too complicated. So that's all going to happen automatically, obviously. So that's good. And they'll have their turbo boost. So, along with Mercedes, Ferrari and Renault and the new Red Bull powertrains company in which Ford is joining forces, there will be a total of 6 engine manufacturers in F1 in 2026. Nice. So there you go. Little bit of news there. Let's go back to the chat. Put it over there for a moment. And make myself a bit bigger. Right, where do we get to? Scott says, on Tuesday I went to my first ever funeral of my grands. Oh, sorry to hear that, Scott. Sorry to hear that indeed. Yes, funerals. Yeah, there's not a lot you can say really about a funeral. Especially if that was your first one. Planal Plessy says, bring back the V10s. Absolutely. Absolutely. But taking the mickey out of your driving will make anyone smile. That's true. In my opinion, the V10 are the best sound, but my favourite are the V8. Yeah, I did like the V8s as well, I must admit. Enough of this hybrid cack. It's going nowhere. Time to go hydrogen or natural fuels. Yes, I do agree. And this push-to-pass nonsense, we don't need extra turbos and all that artificial crap. Yes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this push-to-turbos, extra bits. Yeah. Unpopular opinion, but I missed the groove tyre when the cars were sliding everywhere. No, I did like the groove tyre era. A lot of drivers didn't like it, unfortunately, but yeah, I did like the groove tyre era, so yeah. Really, they need to be roughly the same size as Formula E cars. Yeah, true. Here's what you do with the F1 game. Get rid of EA and Cody's. Ah, Poor little Codys. Poor little Codys. They didn't know, you know. They didn't realise they were getting into bed with the devil, with EA. They really didn't. But I said on Twitter this morning, anyone remember when 4 years ago I made a video saying EA taking over Codemasters was really bad news? And I got a lot of stick over that video. A lot of stick saying, don't be silly. Don't be stupid, Dave. Don't be stupid. And here we are in 2024. And I'm absolutely, completely right. Everything I said was right. Yes. I'm not proud of it, but I was right. They've buggered it. Absolutely buggered it. Now with the new regulations, EA and Codemasters better change the car. Well, they better. They better. Cody's will be gone by 26, to be honest. Yes, quite possibly. I've said it somewhere. I can't remember where I've said it, but I think they've got the contract till 2028. Let me just check that a moment. Because they only renewed it, I think, last year. Right, here we go. Got something here from Autosport. Right, 2025 they've got the contract for, with an option for additional 2 years beyond that point. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So basically, they could pack it up after the end of the 2025 season, which would save them so much hassle because they wouldn't even have to start work on the 26th. That's very interesting. I didn't know. I thought it was 2028. Wowzers. Well, that could be a bit anomalous in a couple of years' time, couldn't it? Codemasters, stop making the F1 games, and then of course everyone will moan like shit because we'll be in the 2008, 2009 era again. But unfortunately, as I've said in other streams, there's no one out there that wants it. No one out there wants the F1 license. It's too much work. It's too much hassle. No one wants it. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not good. That's not good at all. Talking about that Villeneuve game, it had basically the same handling model as what F104 does, i.e. undrivable. Yes, absolutely right. Let me see if I can find a tiny bit of that, just for anybody who's watching and going, why does he keep mentioning this Jack Villeneuve? I don't even know what that is. Let me see if I can just... Surely someone somewhere... I don't even know how you spell his name. Racing Vision, wasn't it, or something? I don't know. That'll do. I'm sure that'll come. Did I get his name? No, I didn't. Right, let's just go for the one that's got the highest views. Let's go for that one. So if anyone doesn't know, this is Jack Villeneuve's
corruption spreading.
Racing challenge. Racing challenging, and I've got to mute that because there's an advert playing and I can't get rid of it. Blah 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 blah. Thank you.
The year is 2027. A new discipline.
Wait, 2027. 2000. I've just hit the wrong button there. I meant to hit mute. Sorry. Say that again, woman.
The year is 2027.
2027.
Motorsport racing. The drivers are no longer in their single-seater. They drive from a remote cockpit. There, they can feel every vibration, every acceleration, but they can also take a lot more risks. Only the best driver on the track can hope to win.
Let's mute that in case it's copyrighted music. But there it is, everyone. Jack Villeneuve's, what's it called? Racing Challenge? Racing Vision. That's the one. Racing Vision. Well, I don't know what Racing Vision we... Now look at the wings, though. Look at the wings. Look. See? They look like F1. The current wings. A little bit, anyway. There it is. I'll just mute the music because it's probably copyrighted. And we don't want to send money to them, do we? No, whoever they are. Wow, it looks great, isn't it? I really must see if I can get this off eBay, you know. Because this looks like such a great game. It's definitely one that needs to be on the channel. Yes. If I can get one on eBay. Here we go. Right, let's see if we've got some gameplay of this fabulous game. As I say that, music starts playing again. Come on, can we just get on with it? Hang on. Here we go. Turn that down a bit. Turn it down a little bit more. Wow, look at this, lads. I don't know about vision, it looks a little like a nightmare. Now this is the sole reason, I'll just mute that because it sounds horrible. This is the sole reason why Jack Villeneuve wasn't included in the F1 games and it became Williams driver #1 and all that crap. It's because he was licensed to another studio to produce God knows what. I mean, this took so long to come out. It was supposed to come out on the PS1, but it came out on the PS2 eventually because the development cycle was just absolutely horrendous. And it's just, oh my God, it's just, yes, where you can see by the awesomeness of the graphics how good it really is. How good it really is, yes. What a nightmare. Well, I have to say, though, that the background graphics don't look too bad. The buildings look okay. Buildings look okay. But the car looks, yeah, Jack Villeneuve's racing nightmare. The tracks aren't too bad. Look, we got a nice little boat in the harbour there. Look, and we got some nice bridges, and you got some advertising. Look at that. That's pretty decent, I have to say. But I understand the handling is bloody awful. I've never tried it myself, but that's what I've heard. It's bloody awful. You can see the controls very slidey, very slight. Looks a lot like F124 to be fair, doesn't it? Yes, not like F124. But yes, there it is. To anyone who's wondering what I keep going on about Jack Villeneuve's racing vision, there it is. And I say, not really a vision, more like a nightmare. Oh dear. And it sold appallingly as well. Nobody bought it. No, nobody bought it. It really did sell very, very badly indeed. But there it is. Jack Villeneuve's racing nightmare. We got any more tracks? Oh, we got Brazil. We got Brazil. But it's Rio de Janeiro, not the Brazilian circuit. Because, of course, there's no licensed tracks because it's set in the future. Set in the future, which is a great excuse not to have any licensed tracks, yes. So here's Rio de Janeiro. Oh, just look at the quality of this, lads. Look, we got the Brazilian flag on the runoff areas. Oh, that's great. How long did they take to think that idea up? Wowzers. Fantastic. Look at that. Just look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely love it. What other tracks we got? This has probably got more tracks than F124. We've got Italy. There's Italy. Ah, yes. Now that's the Monza I remember. That's just like the Monza, isn't it? Yes. Oh, look, you got the Colosseum on the left there as well. Look at it. It's all going on in Italy. Yes. Just one cornetto. Give it to me. Delicious ice cream from Italy. I know, I'm auditioning for the next, what's it called? Britain's Got Talent, that's me. Yes. If I had any. But look at that. Fantastic. What else have we got in this very quick 15-minute game? India. We've got India. We've got Australia. Egypt. Now, come on. Are we going to go through Egypt and not see a pyramid? There's got to be a pyramid in Egypt. Oh, God, it's gone to adverts. Come on. Get on with it, stupid YouTube. Right. Look, there's a Sphinx. There you go. Now we need a pyramid. We need a pyramid to complete the Egyptian track adventure. Come on, where's the pyramid? There's got to be a pyramid. It's Egypt. Any second now we're going to see a pyramid. Pyramid? Pyramid, anyone? Look, there's a Sphinx. But we need was that a pyramid off to the right? I'm not quite sure. Come on, it's bound to be a pyramid. There's a pyramid. There it is. I knew it. How can you have an Egyptian track without a pyramid? Fantastic. Wow. Yes. Great. That's where F1 should go, you know, Egypt. Yeah, that's what we should do. United Kingdom in London. Wowzers. Oh my goodness. Look at, oh yes, that's definitely London. Yes. That looks like the old Kent Road. Yes. All right, geezers, it's me, Cockney Dave. Ah, shut up. You know you fucking love me. Oh, yes. Beautiful old London town there. Look, there's Buckingham Palace. There's Buckingham Palace, mate. Ain't it, eh? Hey, geezer. Oi, geezer. Oi, turn it in, mate. Turn it in. Told you not to blow the bloody doors off. Oh, dear. So there it is. Good old London town. Good old London town, yes. I come from South London, mate. South London, yeah. Fantastic. What else we got on here? Canada, Montreal. Wow, this must be the actual Montreal. Oh, of course it is. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's the actual Canadian circuit. I can recognise it. Look, there's Lance Stroll in the background. Look, there he is. Yes, tune us on. Well done, Lance. Well done indeed. Wowzers. Look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. Yeah, it looks just like Canada. Yep. Oh, there's Champions Wall. Maybe not. What else we got? Oh dear. Controversial. We've got Moscow. Yes, there it is. There's yeah, that's the United States. Anyone? United States. We've got New York. Did. Oh, was this? I wonder if this was made before 2001. No, 2011, sorry. I wonder if it was. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. No, sorry. I can't remember. When was 9/11? That's when it was, Dave. You plum. Yeah, I wonder if it was maybe before, though. We might see the Twin Towers. Can't remember. Can't remember. Oh dear, this driver can't drive very well, can he? Whoever he is, I think it may be Mr. John God Games, but you can't drive very well, mate. But I don't think that's his fault. I think that's probably the handling of the car, because it's absolute. Oh, look at this! Look, you know what this is? Clearly, this is a 15-minute. Yeah, no, it's oh god, it's a 1 hour 22-minute gameplay. He's an hour and 4 minutes into the gameplay, and he's like, I've had enough now. I'm done. No, I'm serious. I'm done. I can't be bothered with this shit now. He's probably on about his 15th whiskey already, and he's just no. Someone please save me now from this shit. That's what he's saying. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. What else have we got? Japan. Asuka, Japan. Oh, we're in an airport. It's just like the GTA games. Oh, look, he's really lost it now. He's not even bothering now. He's like, nah, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm out of here. Someone stop the video. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. Don't ever let me play this shite again. I'm just going to spin it around every corner now because I am done. Oh, my God. Done. And there's the credits. Fantastic. So there is Jack Villeneuve's racing nightmare. To anybody who didn't know. To anybody that didn't know. Right, let's put myself back there. Let's get back to the comments. Villeneuve is just me as an F1 driver, i.e. pain the backside. They say he's the 1997 champion, but as far as I know, it was driver 1 Williams that won it. Villeneuve didn't start until 1999. Exactly, yes. Damon Hill loved the group. He did. He loved them, yes. Not really. I knew you were right about EA from day one. I know I was. I knew I was. Only because I've seen them do it to so many other studios that they bought and then just completely destroy. If you go on YouTube and just type in EA, hundreds of videos about how much they've destroyed studios and whatever. Nothing to do with Formula One, but other studios. Loads of them. So go watch some of them if you want. But yeah, it's just horrible. Horrible. Polish Eddie, welcome to the stream, sir. He says, good day, oh mental one. That's me. That's me. Yes. EA destroying F1 just like they did with NFL. Yes. I heard that 2K, who do the NBA games, have bought the FIFA license, but they haven't had any official confirmation. Ah, yes. That could be interesting. Also, Cody's knew who they were getting into bed with. They were just looking for a quick buck after COVID hit. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there. I agree. And they got it, didn't they? $1.2 billion, I think it was, dollars for the acquisition of Code. It might have been pounds, actually, because it's a British company, but it was probably dollars. But yeah, 1.2 billion. That's a lot of moolah. A lot of moolah. Really is. But if that is the case, then there'll be 3 companies making football games. EA, 2K and Konami. Yes. Yes, that's what we need in the F1 market. We need more people making them now for competition. We have got 2. Of course, we've got F1 Manager, but that, as I keep saying, is a completely different game. If F1 Manager, if you could control the cars in F1 Manager yourself, F1 24 would just fall to the floor. Nobody would buy it. Nobody would buy it. They did this with NBA as in the 2000. It was EA, 2K and Sony had their own NBA games until Sony stopped making them in 2008. Yep. Scott says, what should happen in Formula One themselves? Should make a gaming company Formula One game example and do the game themselves. Other series should do that. God, I can't get your words out today. And do the game themselves. Other series should do that too. Yeah, I agree with you. They should make their own game. Yeah, I mean, they've got all these thousands of pounds worth of simulators. Surely they could make a game out of it. Surely. Man, this Villeneuve game definitely isn't just cheaply made shovelware. It is just cheaply made shovelware. I as I say, it's supposed to come out on the PS1, but the development cycle was so long they had to scrap it and sort of start it again and put it on PS2. Yes, because the development was just huge. I mean, it's supposed to come out for 1997, but it didn't. That's why we got Williams Driver #1 in the 97 season. But it was supposed to come out then. I think it came out in 2002, I think, in the end. But that was, of course, on the PS2. Wow. It's been a few games that have done that, though. If you look at, I think it was, can't remember now which game it was, but one of the games started on PS1 and the development was so long they had to put it on PS2 in the end. Very weird. This game sounds as bad as F1 98. Yeah, I will see if I can get Jack Villeneuve's Racing Vision on eBay and for a couple of quid and see if I can put it on the channel, because I've never played it, so you know it needs to be played by someone who enjoys all the crap. Even though it's not really F1, but it looks like F1, doesn't it? I heard another theory that he may have been licensed so companies would have to pay to use his name, which they didn't, but who knows? Yeah, that could be true. That could be true. We missed out on his championship year for this absolute tripe. Yes. Bet you it costs a fortune with how rare it is. Yeah, I bet you it is. I bet you it is, actually. I bet you it is. If this game was the reason why Villeneuve had his name licensed, then my guess was it developed from 1996 to 1998. Then they probably cancelled it, as in 1999 F1 Games was able to use his name. Yeah, I think you're right there. They did cancel it, but they eventually did bring the game out again. I'm pretty sure it's 2002. I can't swear to it, but I think it was 2002. Then either Ubisoft or Villeneuve brought this idea back and decided to release it anyway. Yeah. Jack Villeneuve is a better driver than Hookster. Yes. Driver, yes. This just looks like the 2025 Formula E candidate. It does, actually. It looks very similar, doesn't it? Very similar. No Pyongyang, disgraceful. The Tokyo circuit looks quite similar to the real-life milk float circuit in a car park. Back in the day, it was EA, Studio Liverpool, Ubisoft, and briefly it was IDOS. Yes, it was. Lots of companies making F1 games. And we need to bring that back. We really do need to bring that back. Because Codemasters just got the monopoly. And they can basically do what they like, because they know that they're the only people that bring the game out. And that's where it's got to stop, because we need a choice. We need to be able to say, no, I don't like that one, I'm going to go and play another one. Which is what we had. In fact, we had too much choice back in the 90s. I mean, F1 99, I think, came out 4 times. Exactly the same game by different companies. So that was a little bit too far. But we still need a little bit of choice, which we haven't got now. And if you think about it, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but they've released some patch notes for the F1 24. The game's been out a week, and they've basically had a whole week of a free beta test for everyone that's bought it, haven't they? That's how lazy they've been. They've basically just said, oh, just release it and let them tell us what's wrong with it. This is where the closed testing doesn't work. Okay? They had closed testing on F1 2015, and look at the state of that game came out. Everyone complained, and then in F1 2016, they had open testing, open to everyone, members of the public, not just, you know, people who sucked up to EA or Codemasters. It was open to everyone, and 2016, I'm sure you'll agree, was a vast improvement on 2015. It wasn't perfect, but it was a step in the right direction. And then from there, with the open betas, it started to improve. Obviously, over the years, it started to go downhill again, but it did start to improve. But over the past few years, they've had closed betas on all the games, and it's trying to get into those betas is just ridiculous. You've got to have an EA account for one thing, which I've refused to have, and just, you know, trying to send comments or whatever, you've got to sign yourself in. It's just ridiculous. So they need to open back up again and have open betas so that every member of the public can view this game. The reason they've closed off is probably because of so many leaks where people just leak stuff online. But what would you rather have? Would you rather have a few videos leaked online, or would you rather have a game that works properly and everyone, you know, raves about it? I know which one I'd rather do. So I'd open back up the beta testing program again and make it available to as many people as possible, because clearly Codemasters haven't got enough time. They haven't got enough testers to test the game properly, because they have released, I think for the first time ever, a game that is actually not finished. When they get released, they're pretty much done. They need lots of patches, like 26 patches, to improve matters, but the fundamental core aspects of the game is usually there. This time, unfortunately, the Emperor is fully naked and we can see all his bits, because we can clearly see that the game isn't finished. It isn't finished because there's key aspects of the game that they didn't put in. Yeah, so they didn't finish it. So that's what they need to do, I think, going forwards anyway. Oh, the Moaning Yorksman's in the chat. He says, good evening, Hookster. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh God, the other pleb is I am indeed, yes. Also, in the WRC PS2 games, Colin McRae was known as Full Driver due to his licence to Colin McRae Rally Series. Yes, I remember that as well. 2000 had many games. F1 2000, F1 Championship Season 2000, Formula 1 2000, and F1 World Grand Prix 2000. Yes, there was possibly 3 more 2000 seasons than we needed, to be honest. Let's not even mention the number of 2000 PS1 games. Yes, let's not. And 1999 had Formula 1 99, F1 World Grand Prix on PS1, F1 World Grand Prix on Dreamcast, and F1 Racing Championship. Yes, an F1 Manager as well. That was based on the 1999 season. The reason they'd have closed it is because EA will have wanted their own beta because of greed, yeah. Forgot to mention for 2000, Grand Prix 3 because they had an expansion pack based on that season. Has Josh gone yet? Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Anyway. F1 24. After just 1 week. This is what gets me. 7 days the game's been out. And there's a huge patch coming tomorrow. Anyone who's got the game, huge patch coming tomorrow. It's amazing what they can do in 1 week when they know their game's going to go down the toilet if they don't do something quick, isn't it? It's amazing. Amazing how they can pull all the stops out, and yet for the past 7 months, they basically couldn't be bothered. So, with refinements to the handling, enhancing the driving experience for all players, the first post-launch patch for F1 24 has arrived. Oh, yes, this is what... It's going to be rolled out on Friday, June the 7th. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yes. Please ensure it. When they're saying this, it's like we're all just going to be sitting here waiting for 10 a.m, aren't we? No, no. Following continued conversation with drivers of all levels, the team are pleased to share the following gameplay adjustments. Some of this is just so anally retentive, I don't know. Fixed tyre model response to rapidly changing slip. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to read all that out. Thermal, ABS, yeah, improved gear ratios match the 2024 race data. Gear ratios. Surely they should have sorted that in the first place. Improved power unit balance in 7... Hello? This is from Codemasters themselves. We've made significant updates to our physics tech this year to set us up for long-term advancements in handling. As with any new system, we will continue to refine it by listening to our community. Listening to your community? Are you having a bubble bath? With further refinements throughout live service and beyond. The changes set out to calm down the front end of the car, giving a more realistic level of grip and turning capabilities. But there's nothing wrong with the handling. There's nothing wrong with the handling, Mr. Lee Maffer. It's all the bloody F1 YouTubers causing a stink because it doesn't play how they want it to play. On a pad, the handling is absolutely fine. Now you're going to bugger it up. I know you're going to bugger it up. Even before I even download that patch, I know you're going to bugger it up. Every single time. But it's too late. It's too late because you've released a game that works perfect on a pad. Now you can't, there's no take backies. You can't take that back now. You've done it. You have done it. So if you now pander to all the wheel users and the esport and the F1 big YouTubers, then shame on you. 75% of the people out there buy this game and use it on a gamepad. Only 25% use it on a wheel. But no. Well, you've got to appease the big F1 YouTubers and the eSport. No, you haven't, you. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. So you're going to change the handling just for the 25% and basically go to the 75% who actually play on it. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Yes, 75% of the people that buy your stupid game every year, just that's what you're saying to them. You're saying, up yours. We don't care. We'll just listen to Tiamat Marduk and stroke him very, very nicely on top of his head. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What else we got? Oh, all the leaderboards are going to be wiped. Well, I'm not surprised when you can do Monaco in 1 minute and 5 seconds. Right, career. Now, I've been waiting to do a career mode on F124, but I've held off because I am not doing a career mode on a game that's essentially broken. Now, these fundamental things here should have been in the game from day one. They should not have been left out. AI in career modes are now more likely to have component faults and failures during a race. So that means today, and the last 7 days, none of the cars have been able to fail. It's just crazy, isn't it? Crazy. And the rest is about 2-player mode, which, yeah. And then there's lots of graphical improvements. But as someone said on Twitter, there is absolutely nothing here about the fact that if it's raining, you have to go out on dry tyres and there's nothing you can do. Hopefully that's fixed, because that is like a fundamental should have been at the start. But the marginal increase in speed when partially driving on the grass has been eradicated. What do you mean it's been eradicated? It should have been fucking in there in the first place. A fix has been made to prevent extreme overheating of the tyres in certain conditions. What, like driving the car properly? And there it is. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. That career mode, no, that should have been there from day one. But, 7 days after the game comes out, suddenly all these patches are ready. Whoa, coaches. How did that happen suddenly in 7 days? Wowzers. You guys are mythical geniuses, aren't you? You're genius that you can do a handling patch and all this other stuff in 7 days. 7 days. What have you been doing for the last fucking 8 months? Anyway, that's my job application for EA Sports and Codemasters straight out the window. But there's the patch notes for F124. Let's just go back to the comments before I get on to the last bit, which is, of course, the Canadian Grand Prix. Where are we? Let's see how much that Villeneuve game is. Yes, I'll have a look at that in a moment. No, but feel free to talk about me. We will, don't worry. We will. Let's go to eBay. I've got to make myself full screen because I don't want anyone to see my eBay details. Otherwise, you'll be buying lots of stuff off my account, you bastards. Right. Jax. Villeneuve. Racing Vision. I still can't spell his bloody name either. PS2. Here we go. Here we go. Right, Jack Villeneuve's Racing is currently, Jesus Christ on a stick, £10? You've got to be having a bubble bath, mate. Sorry everyone, but this will not be appearing on my channel. I'm not spending £10 on that shite. No. £9. Here we go. This is better. £5. It's getting there. It's getting there. £5.94. That's doable. Oh, £4.99. Yay! Oh, £4.49. We're getting there. Wait a minute. £2. Now, oh no, it's same difference. It's £2.30 postage. So £4.49 free postage. There you go. Look at that. Is that the cheapest we got? £4.99. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. £4.49. Where's it gone? Did I click? I thought I clicked on it. Obviously not. Here we go. £4.49. Yes. Look at that. Oh, yes. Unfortunately, I hate it when it's in the box because you can't see the state. Mind you, they never turn the disc over to see how bad it is anyway, so there's not a lot you can do. Take part in the first virtual championship on the racetrack of the future. But be warned, this track is nothing like those you've dared in the past. The driving force behind it is the imagination of Jacques Villeneuve, racing champion. Well, he must have been on crack cocaine then when he came up with his racing vision, I'll tell you. See through the eyes of Jacques Villeneuve. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm fine. Forget your simulators. Share the excitement of a professional. Jacques Villeneuve took part in all stages of the game's development. Really? To guarantee you an intense, true-to-life experience at the wheel. A new kind of skill. All the cars were designed with the same spec, so only your skill in the driver's seat can get you to that checkered flag. Choose from 6 high-tech, hyper-fast single-seat models and take advantage of the all-new gaming features. Autopilot. Car auto repair is the target. Autopilot? Well, what's the point of... Off-track racing in real-world settings. Ever driven at 300 miles per hour down the champ... No. Discover 11 super detailed tracks through the actual streets of great cities. Paris, London, Montreal, and witness mind-boggling crashes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They've sold it. They've sold it. They really have. They've sold it. What's the year? When did it come out? Sure it was 202. There it is. 2002. I thought it was. 2002. As I say, it's supposed to come out on the PS1, but didn't. Look at that, everyone. Look at that. Yes. Jacques Villeneuve's racing... What's it actually called? Speed Challenge. The name's so black, it's almost as long as that Super Monaco Grand Prix Racing Simulation 2, isn't it? Speed Challenge, Jacques Villeneuve's Racing Vision. That's the one. Notice how Jacques Villeneuve's name is tiny, tiny, tiny little letters underneath. Do you see that? Look, apart from his eyes, you wouldn't know Jack was rather fully committed on board to this game, would you, really? You know, because it's tiny, tiny little letters. Jacques Villeneuve's Racing Vision in tiny little letters, yes. I don't think he was as on board as it said on the back of this game box, you know. I don't think he was. No. So there you go, £4.49. £4.49. Fantastic. Can't beat it. Can't beat it indeed. A statement from Lee Maffer, an employee that isn't even at Codemasters anymore. Dave, hello Mr. Iron Patriot, welcome to the stream. Can't wait for it to be free on PS Plus come December. I'm still playing F1 2020. No problems so far. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, that game came out during the middle of a pandemic and yet it's pretty much faultless. It's got classic cars, it's got lots of nice tracks, obviously not based on the 2020 season because of the pandemic, but you can't blame them for that. I'm not blaming Cody's for that because that would have been a nightmare to introduce all those different tracks that they use on the track. I don't blame them for that. I blame them for leaving Vietnam in then, though, because it wasn't even run. But apart from that, I can't blame them. I can't blame them whatsoever. And it was just classic cars and, you know, it's great. And the handling was great. And it was done during a pandemic. Everyone was working from a home and, you know, trying to do this and trying to get the voiceover work. Must have been a nightmare. But it was great. It was great. They should have just done it all from home now. They should do it now all from home because it was better then. F1 2020 is the last decent... Yeah, absolutely. F1 20's AI was absolutely appalling. Way too aggressive and unrealistic. Well, there you go. There's a different opinion. I can't remember, to be honest. I can't remember. And they still haven't been fixed. Classic cars content, the best. Yes, you could drive as Nigel Mansell. Nigel, they should check out. Actually had some decent rating with the AR. Oh, there you go. There was a video I saw on Reddit where several AR cars were suddenly disqualified. Agreed, I like the short track options as well. I did, Josh, and I noticed that the AI being derpy there as well. The amount of times they took you off was a joke. Yeah, to be fair, I was squeezing them quite a bit. The rest of it was fine, but the AI are terrible. If I was doing it seriously, I would have left a bit more room. I think it's manageable. It's just having a grid full of Ocons. Hate the fact that the AI in new F1 games in general are either way too aggressive and forming one big queue behind you, or they are way too slow and you end up winning by 3 laps. They are crap. There's absolutely no realistic middle ground. CEX will be selling that game for about 15 quid. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Just sent you £5 for you. It seems... Oh, thank you, Josh. Thank you very much. Yes. Oh, I will. Oh, I will buy it now. I will buy it. There you go. I shall make a video about it and mention that it was bought by the Moaning Yorkshireman. There you go. I will buy it. I will buy it. Problem with going into the eyes of Jack Villeneuve literally didn't work. He was always wearing glasses. Yes. Yes, he was. Still on a CD as well, confirming that this game was nothing more than shovelware they glued together in about 6 months. Think we need Cockney Dave on that game. Cockney Dave on Jack Villeneuve needs to be done. Yes. Should do a live stream on it, Josh. I would do a live stream, but unfortunately I can't live stream PS2 games, so sorry about that. It's not possible. I haven't got the technology. I haven't got the technology. But I would do a live stream on it. Yes, okay. We will get that. I can't do it now, otherwise you'll see me details, but I shall leave that page as a tab and I shall come back to that later. Because I don't expect it'll be gone if I leave it for a couple of hours. I expect it's probably been sitting there for possibly a couple of years. Because no one wants it. But yes, we will do that. Right, okay. So a quick look at the points because we got to do the quiz. How long have I been on? Oh my god, nearly out of time. I'm nearly out of time. Right, quickly do this then. Because I haven't done it yet. Driver standings because we're going into Canada. Oh Canada, oh Canada, oh how we love you so. So we've got to be quick. Because the time is getting on. Time is getting on. Right, so here are the current standings in the championship at the moment. Maxi Boy's got 169. Charles Leclerc's in second place with 138. Lando Norris is in third place with 113. Carlos Sainz is in fourth position with 108. Looking at the rumours, Carlos is going to Williams. That'll be a very sad day indeed, but I'm sure that's not going to happen. Anyway, Sergio Perez just re-signed for 2 years, isn't he? In fifth place with 107 points. Oscar's Pastry in sixth place with 71 points. George at the Russell is in seventh place with 54. Lulu is in eighth place with 42 points. And Fernando Alonso is in ninth position with 33. Yuki Tsunoda is in 10th with 19 points. And the boy wonder himself, of course, going to his home Grand Prix in Canada, is currently in 11th place with 11 points. Wowzers. Little bit of synergy there for you. 11th position, 11 points. Yes. Oliver Bearman, I still can't believe this, is still in 12th place with just one race under his belt with those 6 points at Ferrari. Nico Hulkenberg in 13th with 6 points. Daniel Ricciardo has got 5 points now. In 14th place, Alexander Albon in 15th position with 2 points. Esty Bestie, well, we know he's out at the end of the season. Esteban is gone. And it looks like he won't be going anywhere else either, but we will see. Got 1 point at the moment, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to improve on that, because why would you? If you've just been let go by your team, would you really put any effort in? No. And I don't blame him, to be honest, because getting the sack over that Monaco incident was Stupid. Anyway, Kevin Maggesson's in 17th place with a point. Pierre Gasly is in 18th with a point as well. And the losers at the moment, still with no points, is Guan Yu Zhou, 0. Valtteri Bottas, 0. And Logan's Privates. Yes, it's Logan's Privates from now on. He used to be a sergeant, but he's now been busted down to privates because he's no bloody good. He's got 0 points as well in the Williams Mercedes car. So anyway, so it's Canada. We know what Canada's like. And we know who's going to win it. Probably going to be Maxi Boy. But I think Lando Norris is going to be up there as well. I think Lando Norris is going to be up there as well. Anyway, I'm running out of time rapidly here. So let's go to the quiz because I didn't do it last week. And I got lots of complaints. That's because I've run out of time. And I'm nearly out of time now. I might have to do 5 questions. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Right. I think I'm getting low on questions, actually. Right, we've got a few here. Now you have someone to blame for your Yes, I've just brought it. Yes, twice. You can now technically be paid 80% of the entire printer. What if you just I'm kidding, it's £12 on CEX, but they only give you £2 cash or £4 to trade it in, robbing bastards. Ocon's gone. Oh no. Anyway, Carlos giving Williams spuds bad, but I think for 26 Reds it's good. Yes, indeed. SD band Ofcon. Ofcon is a knob. Ocon is snap wheel. Can't stand SD, but like you, Josh. 20 seconds penalty for Ocon. Cheers, mate. Josh is not a knob. KD is. It's all going off in the chat now. Ocon will have to do this quiz with Josh, even though more of a nerd than I will. I'm more of an F1 nerd. As long as one of us is delayed, we're not winning. We certainly are not. Snap again. Right, anyway. As I say in the quiz, you are free to use Google because unless I'm standing right over you, how can I police it? I can't. I've got 8 minutes left, so we're going to get through as many questions as we can. It might only be 5 questions, though, so I do apologise, but I'm going to get through them very, very quickly right now. Whoever wants to play, I will find out who's playing after I've asked the first question, because obviously there'll be people answering and I'll write your names down. Okay, first question. Josh will be using Google every question. Well, as I say, feel free to because I can't police it. Because I'm not standing right over you right now. Or maybe I am. God, that was creepy. Question. Which Formula 1 Grand Prix race does Gulf Air sponsor? Fastest finger first. Which Formula 1 Grand Prix race does Gulf Air sponsor? Get it in there. Get it in there. Yes, Bois has got it. Right, let's write down who we got. We've got Bois, we've got Will, we've got Plynal. That's it. Is that it? Any more for any more? Delay again, says Will. There you go. Fucking hell, how slow is my stream? I'm just getting the question. All right, we've got Josh in there as well. It's all right, Josh. Carry on playing because if there's a long stream delay, I do allow a 5-point bonus to people with long stream delays. But that comes later. Obviously, we've got to wait for some of the points to build up. I can't give it to you straight away. That would be rather cheating, wouldn't it? Rather cheating. It says live too. I'm not behind. Katie already had the answer before Dave said the question on my stream. Right, so Bra's got it right. It is Bahrain. Well done also to Will and Plynal Plessy. KD is just in Dave's internet. Yes, he is. He's standing right outside. Yes. Right, question 2. Who did James Hunt pip by 1 point to the Formula 1 title in 1976. Now, this will be easy. More to do with the fact that a recent film came out about this, or, you know, about 8 or 9 years ago now, but it'll be a lot easier to know because of that film. But yes. Who did James Hunt pit by 1 point to the Formula 1 title in 1976? Yes! Lionel Plessy in there! Get in there! He's beaten Bois to the punch. What happened to Bois? He's got it. Niki Lauda. Well done, Will, as well. I've miraculously caught up. Niki Lauda was the answer. So Bois won. Lionel on 1 as well. And well done to Will for also getting the answer right, just not in the fastest time. Right. Question 3. How many points did Jackie Stewart win in the 1973 World Championship? Wait, what about... Well, you haven't put the answer down, you sponge. I can't see Niki Lauda from you there. You're not in my chat. You haven't said anything. So, hey, I sent that way before Lionel. No, it's what I've got on. It's what I've got on the stream. Hang on. I can't show you the other bit because there's the answer to the quiz, so I can't show you that bit. But look. Look, there's Plynel. First answer with Niki Lauda. See it? First answer, Niki Lauda. There's no Niki Laudas above that, as you can see. Plynel got it. First answer, Niki Lauda. And then Will came in second place. I can only do it from what I'm receiving back here. I don't know what you lot back where you are may be receiving different information, but I can only do it from what I receive. And from what I received, he got it first. Right, I've got to catch up with the bloody things now. What was it? Jackie Stewart. 69, that's not correct. No, you didn't. What the fuck's going on? 55, says Will. Incorrect. 57, incorrect. 44, incorrect. I did, it didn't come through. 55, Moan Yorksman, incorrect. 60, incorrect. 50, no, 56, incorrect. 49, incorrect. 54, 24. Lionel Plessy's got it. Lionel Plessy's got it. It's 71. It's 71. Yes. Okay, you can all stop spamming the chat now. It was 71. It's done. It's done. It's over. Screenshotting and sending it to you now, Dave. Okay. But as you can see from my screenshot, that's what I've got. I've lost this, he says. Well, Lionel has won. Come on, he only won 2. He hasn't won yet, has he? What's your name? Lewis Hamilton? Don't be a defeatist yet. Come on. Right. Everyone stop spamming the chat. Otherwise I can't do the next question. Okay, you stopped. Well done. Well done. Right, here we go. Next question. How many points did Michael Schumacher win in the 2000 Drivers' Championship? How many points did Michael Schumacher win in the 2000 Drivers' Championship? How many points did Michael Schumacher win in the 2000 Drivers' Championship? KD Lewis Hamilton. How many points? 2000. Will F1 has got it. It's 108. Well done, Will. He's got it. Plynel places at 110. Very, very close, Plynel, but just 2 out. Moan Yorks says 82, 97, and 104. They are all incorrect, but thanks for trying. Bra also just 2 points out with 108. Bra says I've bottled it. Right, at the moment, the scores on the doors are Plynel Plessy with 2, Will with 1, and Bra with 1. And that was 2, 3, question 4. So question 5. Question 5. Here's another one. How many points did Michael Schumacher win in the 2004 Drivers' Championship? Here we go. 2004. It's 108 when I looked it up. Yeah, I said that was the right answer. Will got it. 108, yeah. 108. Will got it. It was the right answer. 108. Fuck off. I've got 3 bloody right so far. Yeah, Will got 108 right. Yeah, that's right. 100. Wait. Okay, next question. Yes, Will's got it. How many points did Michael Schumacher win the 2004? It's 148. You are correct, Will. He's got the first answer. Plynel says 134. 134 for the 148. Plynel did get it in the end. Bar did get it in the end. I've lost. I admit defeat. I admit defeat, he says. Right, that was question 5. Points are 2 to Plynel, 2 to Will, 1 to Bra. Question 6. Oh, this one's a difficult one. On the Australian Grand Prix of 2005, Jarno Trulli drove what car number? What was Jarno Trulli's car number in the Australian Grand Prix of 2005? That's going to be difficult. There you go. 2005. I've still got 3 questions right, for fuck's sake. Bra, 11, incorrect. 12, incorrect. 10, incorrect. 9, incorrect. 10, incorrect. 17, incorrect. 8, Will's got it. 16's the answer. 16 is the answer. Well done, Will. You are correct. Well done, Plynel. You got it there, just not in time. Plynel Plessy also got the answer correct. So this is exciting stuff now as we go into question 7. Will's got 3. Plynel's got 2. Bra's got 1. 16, yes. Well done, Josh. You got it right. Just not in the time. Not in the time. Will has 1, he says. You could be right. Right, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Question 7. You only get a point if you get the right answer. That's true. That's true. Right, question 7. What number did... This should be an easy one. What number did Fernando Alonso drive for McLaren Mercedes in the 2007 Australian Grand Prix? What was the driver number for Fernando Alonso in the Australian Grand Prix of 2007? Fuck's sake. Yes, Bra's got it. He's got it. It was number 1. Yes, wowzers. He's caught up. He's caught up. So Bra's on 2, Will's on 3, Plan's on 2. Josh is on nothing. Obviously. Yeah, I did say that was going to be easy though, didn't I? Right. Question 8. We will try for 10, but I'm going to have to hurry up. Here we go. Question 8. Which... Bra's already got it before the question even started on my end. Nice. Right, which Formula 1 Grand Prix course... Now, of course, this question might be out of date, but I've got to go with what the answer is here. Which Formula 1 Grand Prix course is the shortest on the calendar? Which one's the shortest on the calendar? Which is the short... I'll say it may have been superseded. I don't think it has, though, so... Yes! Bra's got it! It's Monaco! Yes! Oh, my goodness! Austria... No, you got it, Bri. You got it. Monaco. Yes, Plynel Plessy's got it as well. Monaco. Austria. Not correct, Josh, but I can understand the thinking. It's a very short, but it is still Monaco. Interlagos. No, Netherlands. Okay, we're done. It's Monaco. Bra's on 3. Will's on 3. Plynel's on 2. Josh is on 0. Right, we will go to 10 questions, and there's going to be no bonus questions for delays now because we're too tight on the points. Sorry about that. But you're not getting 5 points now if you get an answer right. Okay, 2 more questions and then that's it. Don't forget, Bra 3, Will 3, Plynel 2. Very exciting stuff. Which driver won the 2013 Formula One British Grand Prix? Which driver won the 2013 Formula One British Grand Prix? I'm still on delay, says Will. Me too. Rosberg! Bras got it. Rosberg. Oh my God! And he said he was defeated. Rosberg is correct. Seb says Moan Yorkshireman. That's incorrect. Alonso, Vettel, incorrect. But thanks for playing. Right, this is it. The final question. Bras on 4. Will's on 3. Plans on 2. Josh is on 0. Had it handed to him. Yes. Final question. Final question. Vettel had mechanical failure. Yes. Okay, this is a difficult one for the final question, not to make it easy. So here's a difficult one. You will have to look this up because I would not have a clue. Final question. How many Grand Prix starts did world champion Ayrton Senna have during his professional career? How many times did he start during his career? You're going to have to look that up because I would not know what the answer to that was. I had who won 2013 and guessed. Okay. How many Grand Prix starts did world champion Ayrton Senna have during his professional career? 162. Not correct, Plynal. 160, Will. Not correct. 106. No, not correct. 100. No, not correct. Bras. He's got it. He's got it. Bras got it. 161. Oh, you were all so close there. Will was close and Planopes as well with 160 for Will and 162. But I've got to give it to Bra. He's the first one on my screen with the correct answer, or at least the answer I've got in front of me, which is 161. Planopes says, I bottled it. No, thanks for playing. That was great. I enjoyed that. So, yes, Bra has won it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will's got 3. Plynal's got 2. And Josh, unfortunately, gets the booby prize of 0. But thanks for playing anyway. Wowzers, look at that. Look at that. I've overrun on time a little bit, but that's all right. I've got the 10 questions done, so that's it. Okay, there we go. Well, thanks for playing, everyone, and thanks so much for joining me on the stream tonight. Thanks to Bois, to Blindal Plessy, to Will F1 Gaming, to the Moan Yorkshireman. Fuck's sake, this stream is bullshit. Yes, it is. Of course it is. It's me. Who else was in there? Polish Eddie was in there. I'm just scrolling back up the stream as well. Polish Eddie. Oh, and the All Seasons friend at the start. I don't know. Oh, Scott Barnes was in as Alex Nahid. Thanks, Alex, for being there. And Scott was in as well. Thanks, Scott. I don't think I can scroll up anymore. Laurie was in there at the start as well. And so was Jamie. I almost forgot Jamie as well. I get crucified if I forget Jamie. But yes, everyone in the chat, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I scored 2 for fuck's sake. I was first on 2 and didn't get my bloody answers. You had no excuse for the last one, Will. Yes. There you go. You can fight it out amongst yourselves or just leave it till Sunday and put it in my YouTube comments like I usually do. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. For me and Mr. TB the Bear. Yes, say goodnight, TB. Yes, yes. So have an exciting Grand Prix in Canada on Sunday. I will be watching the highlights as ever. And that's it. So, yeah, anyone who's got F124, patch out tomorrow. So that's going to be exciting. Not. You're 20 seconds ahead on the stream, KD. L, Will and Josh. Yes, absolutely. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. And I'll catch you in another video. Thank you.